Hey, this is John Carlos, and after years of doing stylized toys like Wacky Wobblers and pop vinyl figures, Funko has decided to take a stab at 6-inch action figures, and I'm pretty excited about that. So let's take a look at the White Walker action figure from the Game of Thrones Legacy Collection. Alright, I hate to say this, but I do have some beefs with the articulation on this particular figure. The hinges at the ankles are really loose, and then the ball joint, the little swivel at the bottom part, the foot doesn't really swivel much at all. So between the awkwardness of the footing and the loose ankles, I'm having a hard time getting this figure to stand. Also, the thigh cut on the right thigh is kind of tight, and the thigh cut on the left is very exposed and doesn't really move that much, and I'm kind of nervous about moving it. Plus side though is the double knee joint does work very, very well, and from the waist up the articulation is awesome. This mid-torso cut works really, really well and does allow the figure to hinge from side to side and forward and back and swivel in the middle. Everything about the shoulders and the arms are all fine, and unlike some of the other figures in this series, this one does have a hinge aside from just the elbow swivel. So that's neat. They all don't do that. But one of the things that I'm really liking about this figure is the sculpting and the paint. This is probably my favorite in this series, surprisingly. You can just see by looking at it how detailed the sculpt in the actual skin of it all goes. But let's take a closer look at the face here. This might actually be the most accurate face sculpt, and certainly the best paint on a face for any of the figures in this series. Even the hair is really well done. I mean, it's not that hard to do, but I'm just impressed by, you know, how it all kind of looks and reads on the figure. But here's a closer look at just like the caving in of the neck bone, and the paint is all very, there's no like blotchy area where like the white overrides the bluish gray. It's all very evenly painted. So good job to them. But what I really dig is the this kind of leathery material that they used for their skirt and sort of half boot leg cuff, if you will. All the sculpting on the side there looks good. Even the little beads here. This is something that like you could easily mess up. I've seen Hasbro mess up little details like this in their Star Wars Black series, but the fabrics and the skin all look really good on this figure. So here's a close-up look at his staff spear thing. I like the threads here and the little wraparound on the blade, and I like the white paint that's been used to achieve the kind of snow effect on it. Now, let me just put the staff into his very tight hand, and hopefully this figure will stand. I'm happy with this figure, particularly because it's got a really strong face sculpt. See, there we go, really weak ankles. That's one of the things I'm not happy about. But, like I was saying, I like the face sculpt quite a bit. I think it's maybe their best face sculpt as far as accuracy and just like overall good detail. I'd just be more excited for this figure if, you know, the White Walkers actually did more on the show. And I'd be more excited if the ankle joints were stronger. But I'm happy it's in the collection. Thanks for watching.